Hello and welcome to another video from oorail. In this video we're going to take a quick look at the Hornby R2775. It's a railroad class 37 in regional railways livery, and this particular class 37 is also hauling two Bachmann coaches in regional railways livery as well. So the two Bachmann coaches that this Hornby class 37 is pulling are both Mk1 coaches, and the brake coach is a BSK, and it is product code 39-081, and the first class corridor coach is a Mk1 FK coach, and its product code is 39-156. I'm not quite sure if the Bachmann coaches are still available. If they are, they may be on bargain on eHattons. But the Hornby locomotive, the class 37 here, it definitely is from a few years ago. However, they're pretty easy to pick up on eBay. Now, this particular one has the lights in the front. It's a little newer. Unfortunately, there's no actual light inside. There's no bulb. However, the lenses on there are actually appear to be transparent, so they're not painted on. So one of the mods that I'm looking at doing probably next year is to put an LED in there and wire it up to give it running lights. Unfortunately, you can see there the other ones, the lenses, or what would be lenses for the rear lights. Those are actually painted on. So if I wanted to add LEDs to those, I'd have to take a drill to the body shell, which is something I might do, but we'll see. So this is a pretty quick review. So I'll bring the class 37 forward, and we'll put some information up about the regional railways livery on the bottom of the screen, and we'll do maybe a couple of speed tests. This particular locomotive is not too responsive on the DC. It basically does no speed, or 25%. Unlike some of the newer locomotives where you can get them to glide even with a DC controller, this particular locomotive will not do that. So it's basically 0 or 25% power, which is a bit of an annoyance, but not much you can do about it. So we'll do a couple of quick speed tests, and then we'll do a pan around so you can take a closer look at the model. So you can see here in the background we have the Mk1 BSK, and it's got a fairly nice amount of detail on it. Bogies are good. It's got some writing and so on, signs, and it's pretty decent Mk1 coach. And then right in front of it we've got the regional railways FK, and it too is not too bad. I'll pan the locomotive back a little bit so you can take a closer look. Alright, so there you can see we have the Mk1 FK coach, and it too is in pretty decent condition. Both of these coaches I got brand new. The locomotive I've got second hand on eBay. So that's the Mk1 coach. You can also see there, as I try to shunt the locomotive back, the speed is really jerky, trying to keep it going at like a short distance at slow speed. It just wants to go fast. So I'm thinking that maybe the class 37 might need some additional weight added to it to try to slow it down a little bit, because you could see there in the speed test I only ramped it up to 50% power and the thing just took off. So we'll have to take a look at that, about maybe adding some weight to it. And finally, here we have the locomotive again, and so you can see it's a pretty decent locomotive for a railroad version. I've had this for, I don't know, probably going on a year or so now, and the only thing I will say about it that I don't like is that the horns on the top right here, they're pretty flimsy, so they're very easy to break if you're not careful when you're handling it. In fact, I had to glue one of the rear ones here because someone had already damaged it. This, however, I think is going to be a good candidate for maybe some light weathering, and like I said, some replacement LEDs in behind this lens here. But it's definitely a lens, so you should be able to put some light in behind it, and it might look a little bit better. So we'll do a quick pan around so you can take a quick look at the logo, and we'll call it a day. You can see here it does have the shorter tension lock, slimline tension lock couplings, and it does have an M pocket, which is pretty good for a railroad model. And you can see here it's got the lens in there too, so I suspect Hornby perhaps were planning or recycled some of the parts from maybe their higher end Class 37 models. But you see there the body shell is not bad. Overall it's pretty good. So there you have it, that's the Class 37, it's R2775 from Hornby, and we were pulling 2 Bachmann Regional Railways Mk1 coaches, and it's a nice little train to add to the layout. And the ear is a little pushing the upper end of where my model railway is kind of set, but like I said, I have a couple other locomotives in this livery. I have a Class 150 and a Class 156, I think, are in this livery as well. So it's a good opportunity to maybe run some of these in a later video, just to push the upper end of the ear of the layout. But like I said, one of the goals of this layout was to be able to have a kind of a semi-era neutral look to certain sections of it, so that I could just swap out the rolling stock to change the era. And that allows me to have like a little wider variety of rolling stock than being stuck in one particular era. Well, I hope you enjoyed this video. The Class 37 is 37414, and in Regional Railways livery. It needs probably some added weight, some weathering and some lights, but it's a very good little project model. You can easily pick these up on eBay for not too expensive. I think I got this one for under £20, so it's another good option, and there's quite a few of them available. So until next time.